actual trading in the next regular stock market session yet. We've seen that numerous times as we've been tracking this and going along with it. So, hey, am I still on YouTube? Did I drop off of that? Because I had an ad playing. Let me check the monitors here quick. No, it says I'm on YouTube. It says that nobody's watching, but yeah, it says I'm there. Do can I get some confirmation in the chat? Am I still going here? Let's check into this. Okay, it says I'm still on. Alright, we are going to continue going on with this, unfortunately. For the interruption, I apologize for that. Yeah, I know, I looked over in the chat and I saw that Ron had said, "Hi Jake," over there, and I didn't see his name up there, and then I looked down at the monitors and I saw that everything... My YouTube was showing an advertisement and my Twitch was just frozen up, so... I don't know what happened there, but I apologize for that. During Monday's press briefing, President Trump commented on the current progress of the potential coronavirus treatment. He said currently 10 different therapeutic agents are in active trials and some are looking incredibly successful. But they have to go through a process and it's going to be a quick process based on what the FDA told me. Remember that overnight action in Dow futures and elsewhere doesn't necessarily translate into actual trading the next day of the regular stock market session, which we've seen numerous times over this, and I said the same thing as we were talking about futures and up and down, and we've seen a lot of days where the futures and the actual trading went the opposite direction. So let's look over at CNBC. Dow futures rally more than 700 points, adding to Monday's sharp gains. This is from Fred Imbert and Yoon Lee. Stock futures pointed to a Tuesday opening jump in early morning trade, building on a steep rebound in the previous session. At around 8 a.m. Eastern Time, futures for the Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped 762 points, pointing to a gain of more than 600 points at Tuesday's open. S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq futures also pointed to strong opening gains. Investors chose to accentuate the positives, as they have been mostly doing since the bear market low, said Ed Yardeni, president and chief investment strategist at Yardeni Research, in a note to clients. In our opinion, we are in the midst of a great rebalancing away from bonds and into stocks. Yeah, well, get your money out of the government because they're not going to look out for you. They're looking out for their own interests, and they're definitely not looking out for you. The bear market has most likely discounted a depression-like recession packed into quarter 2 and quarter 3, he said. It certainly hasn't discounted the possibility of an actual apocalyptic depression lasting through at least 2021 and beyond. On the contrary, the market's recent action suggests that investors are betting on an economic recovery starting during quarter 4 and continuing through 2021. Carnival, Norwegian Cruise Lines, and Royal Caribbean all surged more than 14% in the pre-market. United Airlines and MGM Resorts jumped more than 10% each. Boeing, Dow Incorporated, and Raytheon all traded at least 6%. The move higher came after a series of positive coronavirus developments from around the world. In the U.S., the number of new cases appears to have fallen in recent days from their recent peak. Italy and Spain, two of the hardest hit countries, are also seeing new cases fall off. In Asia, South Korea reported less than 50 new cases of infection for the second day running. China also posted no new deaths as of April 6 for the first time since January, when it started publishing daily updates. The two Asian countries were among those which saw spikes in infection rates earlier in the outbreak, with the first cases being reported in China. Stock surged Monday as a slew of coronavirus headlines pointed to a potential stabilization in the U.S. The Dow soared 1,600 points, posting its third biggest gain ever. The S&P 500 jumped 7% to its highest level since March 13th. With Monday's rally, the S&P 500 bounced about 20% from its 52-week low on March 23rd. So everything's rushing back. I hope you got some of your stocks while they were low. I really do. Because I really think that we're going to be looking... a lot of us are going to be sitting really pretty if we grab some stocks while they were low. Because I think a lot of this is going to come back to exactly where we saw it before, to be completely honest. And I don't think it's going to wait till quarter four. I think it's going to hit pretty quick. It might jump up just as fast as it dropped. From what we're seeing here, of course. And the market likes stabilization, but I wanted to point something out while we were having this conversation here about everything else. This came to me from a conversation that we were having in a group chat over on Discord. I was talking with Jake from Freedom Scoop, and he mentioned the fact that the 1600 point jump that we saw yesterday was incredible and unprecedented, which it's precedented, but it's still incredible anyway. And I pointed out that all the never Trumper or all the anti-Trumpers out there are screaming, "Oh, it's jumping up, but the stock market isn't the economy." Which is funny because as soon as it starts going down, these same people that scream that will start screaming on Twitter and everywhere else they can be heard, "Hey, hey, hey, your stock market's dropping. How's that economy there, maggots?" That's actually how it goes, and I've seen plenty of it. So when the stock market is going up, it's not the economy, but when it's going down, it sure as hell is the economy. So let's move on to see somebody who's more critical of this. We're looking at CNN Business.